Cartoons.
This nigga's gonna thank yourself. This is how shit would be lately. So often to be.
Hey, is that the meaning that the last time
You're watching Examples Chernobyl.
Hope that answers your question.
Hi, I'm Elinor. Welcome to our first time ever for the Dragon Destinies for the 25th anniversary of Spyro the Dragon. But anyways, today we're going to take a look at the House of the Dragon Season 1 review. And me, Spyro the Dragon. We're heading ticket off for the celebrations coming on here. So anyways, let's get started. Here we go. I tell you say so.
History does not remember blood.
Season 1 of the Game of Thrones prequel finished with a bang.
I can
Or
barely
Dragon
gonna
Snap,
finish
anyway.
this anyway.
After 10 episodes,
got
House
a
of the
lot of
Dragon has
dragons
established its
coming
core
on.
cast, introduced us to 3 generations of
Feel like we
Targaryens,
just had a new
and laid the
dragon
groundwork
coming
for a
through.
civil war that looks set to consume Westeros, as well as the next few seasons of the show.
Go to it then.
In real life, it would sound perverse, but in a Game of Thrones spin-off, it's positively a compliment to note that it's delivered the dragon-related mayhem,
Ooh,
family
that's
plotting,
a really
and
good
murder
note on
we
that
hoped.
here. That's review time. House of the Dragon Season 1. Game of Thrones is back. Now streaming on HBO Max.
Set some 200 years before Thrones,
my
House of the Dragon
HBO
had a
Max.
huge amount
You know
of
Max
world-building to
is
do,
coming
though
now,
viewers
huh?
at least arrived with a basic understanding
gotta
that
rhyme
all
on
those
that
fat and
now.
blondes might have something to do with Daenerys. Sure enough, her Targaryen ancestors are here at the height of their power on Westeros, ruling unopposed because the alternative is being toasted to a crisp. Showrunners Ryan Condal and Miguel Sapochnik set the tone with an opening episode that offered grisly violence, royal plotting, and medieval pageantry, and a small blonde
I
girl
didn't
in
know
drag.
about
That's
these
what the Gemma was
fans,
coming
huh?
from. The ties to Game of Thrones were
So
obvious
pretty.
and immediate in those early episodes, down to the reuse of
Oh,
Romain
there's a
Javi's
lot of
iconic
dragons
themes,
in
but
comic
the brand new
bites.
cast and the focus on a family already in power but riven against itself felt
That's a
fresher.
lot of dragons anyway.
Thrown back in my face.
You've only ever tried to send me away to the Vale, to the City Watch, anywhere but by your side.
That's not to say it was always smooth sailing.
That's
Even
not
the
very
showrunners seemed to
important
understand
in
this
us,
first
huh?
season as a slow burn, and recently
So
promised that
pretty.
next season would
Yes.
pick up the pace.
Targaryen must understand this to be king or queen.
Some episodes dragged, and the shift from the immensely likable and charismatic Millie Alcock and Emily Carey to Emma Darcy and Olivia Cook, as Rhaenyra and Alicent respectively grew up, took a disjointed minute to process. But, to the credit of the cast and creators, they've covered
Still a little
20-odd
bit
years of
disjointed,
Targaryen
huh?
family history without
I
stinting
know
on
it's
the
a lot
requisite
of
plotting
history
and gore.
that you're
Not bad
tasked.
for 10 episodes.
Still haven't finished.
The show has also faced, mostly with success, its core problem. The Targaryens make less sympathetic leads than Game of Thrones' Starks. Ned's family stuck together. They also didn't sleep with each other, leading to, for example, cases where one's son is also one's great nephew.
Well, I guess I barely tried out.
So
'Cause I want an anniversary list.
To overcome the ick factor of the incest, the show has gone out of its way to make at least some Targaryens likable. Paddy
Still
Considine is an
very,
actor who can't
very
help but draw you in, so his Viserys, even in moments of selfishness or foolishness, remained sympathetic.
I love you.
Rhaenyra, whether played by Alcock or Darcy, is similarly well-meaning, even if her reserve means that few outside her immediate family realize it.
Everyone says Targaryens are close
That's
to the
still
gods and to
realistic
men.
real life, huh?
But they say that because of our
Still
dragons.
barely can
Without them,
see
we're
us
just like
again.
everyone else.
And even Matt Smith's Daemon is an uncannily shrewd judge of character, for all his intemperate outbursts, violent tendencies, and immoral ways. Against that, however, the show makes Alicent's offspring significantly more grotesque than they
Ooh,
were
I
in George
guess
R. R.
I'll
Martin's
try.
Fire and Blood.
To these
It
three
means a lot
strong boys.
I dare you to
Still
say
got
that
the
again.
shows
Boy.
coming
Do you
on.
not think yourself strong?
They weren't what you'd call nice kids even there, but neither did they show quite the depths of depravity that Aegon Targaryen does on screen.
Do you know how the act is done? I assume.
Ooh, very intense of all.
Let it be, cousin.
Nor appear quite so outrageously sinister as Aemon.
Nephews? Have you come to train?
They're matched by Larys
Hey,
Strong,
wait a minute.
schemer, sadist,
Did
and
I ever
foot
tell
fetishist.
you I
At least
hate
that's an
so
original twist on the basic model
sneezing
plotter.
a little bit
One of the
trouble in
little
his head?
spiders is your lady in waiting.
Not everything has been as clearly laid out. The idea of Greens supporting Alicent and Blacks supporting Rhaenyra might have worked better if there had been much sign of house colors being significant at any point before or after Alicent came to dinner in a nice new look. Similarly, the fundamental point of differentiation between the Targaryens and their
That's
allies,
really
the Valyrians,
tough,
and
huh?
everyone else is the fact that they have
That's
dragons.
really a tough decision about dragons.
And that, too, has been strangely underplayed.
Still
It's not totally
strange,
absent,
huh?
though. House of the Dragon has faithfully delivered the dragon bit of its promise. But what has been under-examined is what those relations between Beast and Rider mean beyond mere firepower. Pun intended. Perhaps, despite the slow build, that was too much to fit in this season. Perhaps it will come. Perhaps, too, the show's rather frequent and obvious callbacks to Game of Thrones will ease off now that it's established its own characters and identity. But enough nitpicking. House of the Dragon
really
has
a good
managed to take
idea
Martin's
what I'm
deliberately
thinking
dry pseudo-history
supposed
and
to get
turn
an
it into a
anniversary
character-led
look at,
drama
huh?
that could be every bit as thrilling as Thrones.
That's
And
tough
that's impressive
decisions
in
to me.
itself. What's even better is that we will look back on this
Still
season,
pretty
despite
on
the
the
riots
epic
and dragon action and sea
proportions
battles,
on
as the
this,
calm
huh?
before the storm. Next season, the Targaryens go to war. We have around 2 years before we get to see it, but if they nail the Dance of the Dragons, it's going to be worth the wait.
Perfect.
Early on, it sometimes felt too faithful to its predecessor, but after 10 episodes, House of the Dragon has forged its own identity and established itself as a worthy prequel of Game of Thrones. That's largely thanks to strong writing, a wildly overqualified cast, and a veritable flock of dragons. Here's hoping for more of the same next
That's
time.
still got
A
a
little
lot
more
of
confidence,
dragons
too.
that
I've earned it.
9. Amazing.
For more
Well, that's about it. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for Dragon Destinies.
Oh, it's over. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Well, that's it, folks. Bye-bye.
Go. Go. Yay!